Oh, it's supposed to be streaming. Oh, man. It says it's streaming. It is streaming. We're live. Hey! Alright.
Start the show.
Okay. Thanks for sticking with us, everybody. We're 1 minute late. Oh, God, I'm so jealous. This is Paul Maddison. You're not going to believe this guy. He's like the Rolling Stones and the Beatles and the Moody Blues all rolled into one. I got this funky thing going on with a setting. Why? I need to turn this down. Okay.
On the air.
Paul, can you like ad-lib and just talk for a minute? I'm going to go to a different computer, check the sound.
Sure. What do I do a song?
Okay.
Will that work?
Yeah.
Okay, I'll do a song called Candy Boys and Dreams. Little David, he went to the woods. He was searching for movie stars. All he found was candy bars and dreams. Little David, he was feeling sad, and so he ran away to Wonderland. Jumped down the rabbit hole, a leap of faith. He goes, wee, in the maze. He goes, wee, in the maze. And everything you say makes him feel so lonely. And every passing day makes him feel so sad. He goes away, in the maze. Julia went in search of starlight, and now she's looking at the headlights on the boulevard of shame. Julia, she was feeling blue, and so she ran away to Wonderland. Jumped through the looking glass, she smashed into her dream. She goes, wee, in the maze. She goes, wee, in the maze. And everything you say will make her feel so lonely. Don't make her feel so sad. Don't go away. Oh, don't go away. In my knees. Candy bars and dreams, yeah. Candy bars and dreams, yeah. Hollywood and tales. Candy bars and dreams, oh yeah. Candy bars and dreams, yeah. Hollywood and tears. Don't go away.
Hey, that was really fantastic, Paul. I went upstairs and I asked your son Luke if you could just watch up there and take a note if there's anything that's kind of messed up or whatever.
Cool.
And so he's doing that for us. And I see now where this lighting situation I think was better. Maybe like that. Let's see what does that look like? That looks good for you. Not so good for me. Hey everybody at home, I hope you are enjoying the show so far. It's kind of an auspicious occasion. I'm just privileged to have Paul Maddison here with me, and we got the low light happening, and it's so weird trying to kind of catch up with. I can't watch both things at once. It drives me crazy, and I gotta hope that the sound is continuing to be correct on the internet, because that's been an issue all dang day.
Oh, the internet.
So, Paul, you're from Lancashire, England. What was it like growing up there?
It was good. It was a good place to live. Lancashire's a beautiful countryside. It's not much different from the States. There's things that are a little different, but a lot of the things are the same. People are people.
You know, living in the state line area, I couldn't help but notice that once you get into the rolling hills of Wisconsin, I've heard that they sort of resemble the homeland of, Europeans, Germans, and people from the Netherlands. But what about you? Does any of that seem familiar to you up there?
It's a little bit aggressive as far as the landscape goes, but England's not quite as flat as Illinois. I don't think anywhere in the world is quite as flat as Illinois.
There you go. Is there anything here that reminds you of there, like when you look at it, or the feel or look and feel of something?
No, not really. Everything's really night and day between the look and the houses and the feel of the place. Size is something that's completely different. There's a different concept of size in England as opposed to the US.
I've often wondered when you sort of re-entered music. For me, I sort of came to it late in life. I had been a fiction writer and some other thing, poetry and different things, but I'd never actually pursued music. It was just an outlet. And then I started pursuing it, and then I ran into you, and you had enjoyed a career back in the 90s. For how long, like a decade?
Yeah, we had a band called the Water Monkeys. We really put our hearts and soul into that. We got some recognition. Things started happening, and then I guess things started happening a little slow for some people. So the band started to crumble as expectations weren't quite being met. So, and then it was quite a disappointment to put a lot of work into a project and then get so close to actually doing something and then just dropping off the cliff side, so to speak. It kind of gave me a desire to take a break, because music kind of gets obsessive. You probably feel the same way, Joel.
Yeah.
Once you start exploring it and creating it and doing it, and then once you get that first sensation of people actually enjoying it, it can get quite addictive.
Yeah, speaking of that, let me switch the camera back on you for a minute and talk about the next song that you were thinking about doing for us tonight. Do you have the next one in mind?
Yeah, I'm going to do a song off for the new album that's I'm working on at the moment.
There was the first song of that new album that's on it's on Reverb Nation, but I couldn't download it. What's the new what's it?
Recalibration for the
Recalibration.
New
Yeah, are you going to do that one?
Well, I'm going to do a track off it,
right.
track 2.
Okay.
Which is called Corduroy.
All right, cool. Well, have at it when you're ready, sir.
Sure.
Shadows of this day are all that I could take anyway. She asked the question, the answer shimmers in the haze. Invites another lover to the fray. She feels like Cleopatra for a day. Corduroy, corduroy, I see in her eyes. She smiles like she's in love. Corduroy, when I see it through her eyes, it's plain to see. She needs that she needs Corduroy, corduroy, I see in her eyes. In her eyes, she smiles like she's in love. She smiles like she's in
Very nice.
Still.
I hope everyone at home is enjoying the little performance here in the studio so far. This is all just ad lib, so I'm sort of making the questions up as I go along, but that's my prerogative, right? And I'm going to kind of switch back to the camera here and maybe cheat a little bit. Hey, there you guys are. Okay, hi at home. Thanks for tuning in. I really, really, really appreciate it. And I've got bands lined up for the next several months. Next month, the artist coming in, his name is Steve Bernhardt, and he's a folk musician from Freeport, Illinois. I met him a few years ago, and I want you to welcome him next month and come and tune in and listen. He's got some original songs. We all kind of like to make fun of our singing, my singing especially. I can get like real nasally and blah, blah, blah. I've been learning, and so is Steve. And so we should have a lot of fun. I hope you can tune in for that. And now for the second half of the show, which is just totally made up as I'm going along, I think what we want to do maybe is switch back over to Paul and then ask you a question. If there's something that you want the audience at home to know about your various projects, your CDs, your Kickstarters, your things that you're doing. What's happening? Tell us about it.
I got a Kickstarter.
Can you turn the mic down a little bit?
Yeah, so I got a Kickstarter that's that we're doing right now. It's to do a recording project with the Tape Music Group. I'm going to go down to Oklahoma and record 8 tracks, and these guys are going to release the album for us. But I'm trying to just raise some money now just to cover the recording costs and the traveling to get down there. So I've got a Kickstarter going. Anybody wants to check it out, I'd be really appreciated if you could take a look.
You know, I've got a copy of that. It's probably going to be blurry because it was blurry when I tried it before. This is just new. We're new production here, but this is Paul's Kickstarter page. He's got $10. You guys probably can't see my mouse is circling at home, but in that right-hand side it says $10, and that's because there's one subscriber so far, me. You know, but I know there's hundreds, if not thousands, of people that have heard Paul's music and enjoyed it. And so I'd encourage anybody that's listening tonight, you know, go there and throw in a few bucks. I remember busking. We made this video, and there's some more information about Paul. We made this video of me in my old home neighborhood, and we set out the guitar on the street. Remember that? And then you had like a pocket full of change, and you're the guy who said that, I think. But I remember that too because I did busking for books. And you don't leave your guitar case empty. You don't leave your hat or whatever it is that you're collecting money in. If you have to, you throw your own like $3 in there or whatever to make people want to give you some money. But definitely, you know, folks, if you're out there at home and you're watching, it's a great cause. This is how the world works now. Musicians, artists of all stripes. Nobody wants to pay anymore.
There's some, just like to say, there is some rewards. It's not just asking for free money.
There's gifts.
There's gifts. I mean, every single contribution gets the actual project CD, but various levels. $10 gets vocalization, which I'm going to remaster. 20 gets stain and vocalization. And then I got a, it's all written down on the Kickstarter, but I got like for $100, I'll come and play a show at a house. I did include on that you guys pay the travel because I'd hit somebody in New York to click 100, and I have to travel all the way to New York, and that would really defy the issue.
You know, and please at home please don't get the misconception that this is all sort of about trying to do a Kickstarter for this guy and then next month some other guy and so forth. What it comes down to is people have to send you where they're at, where they're doing shows. And around here, for original artists, we just don't get that many bookings. And so if you're not doing it online, you're basically not doing it. I mean, you can go get some bookings and they'll want to pay you what they paid 30 years ago. I don't think that's right, but it's just the way things are. And so it's not going to be like this every, you know, like the next guy coming in, he doesn't have a Kickstarter. So, but we want to give Paul some help and get him off to a good start. So, okay, enough about that.
Yeah.
What else did you plan? Did you plan on doing a third song for us tonight?
Sure. I mean, I'll do a song off vocalization. It's called Violet Shine.
Oh, I love this one. Paul Maddison, everybody.
Shadows, waiting for the sun to shine.
Paul Maddison, everybody.
Thank you.
I really like the graphic novel for that. If you decide to try to find that at home, it was at nakedlittlemonkey.net, but now you've got a new...
It's on YouTube. But,
It's on YouTube, that's right. Look on YouTube. Do you know the name of your YouTube channel?
Naked Little Monkey.
Naked Little Monkey.
Yeah.
Okay, look for the Naked Little
Just look
Monkey.
for the
I know,
Little
it's
Monkey.
just thinking, you're going to go there to that website, and you're going to see, you're going to type in Naked Little Monkey, and you're not going to get what you're looking for. But it's YouTube. They're not going to show you, well, they might show you some weird stuff, but nothing adult or oriented or whatever. So, what's the, what kind of guitar are you playing there?
I play a Martin. I bought the Martin. This is the Mexican manufactured one, which is slightly. It's a lot less money than the Martins that you know about. But I mean, this guitar sounds absolutely fantastic.
And can you point? You have a monkey on there. You have a couple of. Now you have a spaceman and you have a monkey.
Yeah, Spaceman's like my title track. I guess it was one of the first songs I wrote when I come back, so I kind of like the idea. And I've got a little monkey on there. And just so people know what the Naked Little Monkey is, like I said earlier, the original band was called the Water Monkeys.
Show that.
I'm sorry.
There you go. That's okay.
Yeah, the original band was called the Water Monkeys.
Yeah.
And because I was going alone, it was kind of like the Naked Little Monkey. So the Naked Little Monkey.
Naked alone.
Alone as refers to now being alone, not with the band.
Right.
So I kind of like the name, but a lot of people have made fun of it over the past. One promoter asked me if I knew the semi-clothed baboons.
the semi-clothed baboons. I'm going to switch cameras now back to where I'm actually looking at the audience at home, and absolutely everything about this production tonight has just driven me crazy. The lighting is bad. The sound is weird because we're trying to get used to having problems with that. And everything is way out of sync. I'm watching a Paul from like 2 minutes ago on my computer screen. But thanks for tuning in. I hope you can join us next month when Steve Bernhardt comes out. Also, in the future, the lineup, we have Fight with Monsters and Dana DeStefano and Doll Parts. And I hope you can join us for their experience in the studio. And I hope we can get Paul to come back before he leaves town. I guess you're moving to Oklahoma. Is it right, Oklahoma? Nebraska, right? Nebraska. Anyways, he might be heading out for Points West, and so that would be our loss totally as a music scene because he's invigorated a lot of musicians, myself amongst them. So thanks again for tuning in. If you have any comments, send me a message on Facebook or Twitter or something like that. Get a hold of me. Same with Paul, give him a compliment about tonight's show if there's something you appreciated or whatever. And please do drop us a line if you're a musician and you'd like to get some exposure on 815 Live. I'm hoping to make that a grassroots effort. And it can only work if there's actually people watching it. I mean, otherwise I'll just make videos of myself and watching myself. That's no good. You want to play us out with a tune?
Sure. I'll play out with a song called Coming Home.
Okay, and likely this will just shut off when YouTube shuts off, so go ahead. Go ahead,
Sitting in the railway station waiting for the last train home. Raining down the window pane, paper printed on its surface is the news of the day. Coming sitting in the railway cars, the rumble of the engine starts to go. Raindrops on the window pane, they find 1,000 voices each alone. There's a young girl in the corner who's just tapping on that phone. Coming home. set the moon. My mind is like a hailstorm as I recall forgotten dreams. Coming home. Here I am, sitting in rainbow, trying to figure out what's going. Found myself still a little left of Satan. It's the measure of your life. That's the measure of your soul. Coming home.
Thanks for tuning in, everyone. You've been watching the premiere episode of 815 Live with Paul Maddison, the Naked Little Monkey, and Joel Collinsworth, your host.